Hi, I'm Joan, but most people call me the Crepe Queen because I make wedding cakes out of crepes. And today I am happy to say we are going to build a cake. I'm going to show you just how easy it is. Now, if you have a chance, please take a look at past videos where I've shown you how to make batter, how to make crepes, how to make perfectly round crepes, and how to make ganache. Once you've got those four basics, making a cake is super simple. I'm actually going to build one with you. It'll only take us a few minutes. Are you ready? So it's the holiday season, and what could be more fun than to bring a special holiday cake to your friends? Rather than cookies, rather than candy, bring them a perfect crepe cake. They'll go crazy. So all I did was I took a scoop of a chocolate hazelnut ganache, and I am going to just move this so you can see, and I'm going to twirl it around. Sometimes the first one, it'll slip just a little bit, so I'm going to hold it with my finger. Boom, boom, boom. Lovely. Next, let's put on another. Now, when I'm building a crepe cake, I like to watch for a gorgeous one because I'm going to save that out and put that on the top. Now, a traditional crepe cake is always 20 layers, and it's called a gâteau de mille crêpes. The French, you notice that I said 1,000 layers. The French tend to exaggerate a bit. It's really 20 layers, not 1,000. However, it does sound pretty dramatic when you're saying 1,000-layer crepe cake. Another thing you're going to notice, see how easily it works up once you've got a few layers on there, a little weight. It's not going to slip anymore. By the way, I'm making a miniature cake. This is a 6-inch, I made 6-inch crepes, and these are, it's just going to be 10. It's just going to be a pretty little gift cake that you can give to your friends. Beautiful. Did you see that ganache go flying? By the way, it's always a good idea to keep your crepes covered as you're working. You don't want them to dry out. Now, students often ask me, can I make my crepes in advance? And the answer is yes, you can. I prefer freshly made, just to get the most tender, delicious crepe cake. And when I'm making cakes for a bride, for a wedding day, I make it that day. However, if time is tight, go ahead and make them the day before, actually. And make sure you've covered them tightly in saran, such as press and seal, and keep it overnight in the refrigerator, and you can build it the next day. It's still going to be very nice. Additionally, another great thing about crepe cakes is they freeze beautifully. So if you're busy like I am during the holiday season, you know you're going to be meeting a good friend for coffee in a few days, why not consider making up a few crepe cakes, putting them in the freezer, having them ready to go as you walk out the door. Speaking of that, if you do freeze your cakes, I recommend that you allow enough time for them to thaw. For a small cake like this, keep it in the saran and let it sit on the counter for maybe an hour, maybe 2, and it'll hit room temperature and you're ready to go. If you give it as a gift, be sure to encourage your friend or family member to put in the refrigerator within a few hours. This is shelf stable, but I like to get it refrigerated, within a few hours, within 4 hours. Okay, we're getting close to the 10 mark. Now, one thing with the smaller crepe cakes, I don't really like to take them too high. I think they tend to look a little Dr. Seuss-ish if they get too tall. But if I were making a wedding cake, let's say, I'd probably take this to 15 rather than 20 for the top tier. This 6-inch is the top tier of a wedding cake. Okay, remember I said earlier that I saved out some of the prettiest crepes to put on top. This is really important that you have a beauty to go on the top. Oh, this is so nice. So I hid it away. Two of my favorites. I like this one. I think it's got a nice shape, nice golden edges. And here you go, a perfectly built crepe cake. Now next week I want you to join me because I'm going to be showing you how to decorate these cakes, because in the raw they're sweet, but once you add your herbs, your edibles, your flowers, you've got a little masterpiece. I thank you so much for joining me today, and I hope that you'll take the time to subscribe to my channel. It's a lot of fun, and you are going to learn how to make the most amazing crepe cakes, one step at a time. So I'll see you next week, and thanks again.